It's hard to imagine what it's like to stand on the top of the Mount of Olives overlooking the old city of Jerusalem, or having a Bible study on the Sea of Galilee, or visiting Capernaum, where Jesus based his ministry. And imagine what it would be like to walk through the Garden of Gethsemane, pray at the Wailing Wall, or have communion at the site of the empty tomb. Israel has a rich history, and it's the only spot on the planet where God walked and taught. And from the time your feet touch Israeli soil until you leave again, you're very aware that this is God's very special place on earth. After you've visited this land, you'll never again read your Bible the same way. But this is more than a tour of Israel. You'll also be cruising the magnificent Mediterranean Sea, visiting 5 countries and scores of biblical sites, using the ship as your floating hotel. Your trip begins by flying into Rome, where after spending the night, you will tour the world-famous ancient Colosseum, as well as the Roman commemorative arches of Constantine and Titus. Then you'll board Celebrity's cruise ship, the stunning Silhouette, and sail away on your 14-day Mediterranean cruise, settling into your beautiful stateroom with its private balcony. Our first port will be the incredibly beautiful island of Malta, where Paul was shipwrecked on his journey to Rome. Our next port is Athens, with its dominating Acropolis and the magnificent Parthenon, plus Mars Hill, where we'll have a Bible study in the same place Paul addressed the Greeks. We'll then visit the ancient ruins of Corinth, where Paul spent 18 months. The columns of the Temple of Apollo and the infamous Bema Seat still stand today. Then it's on to Ephesus, one of the most remarkable New Testament sites uncovered to date, a photographer's dream. Walking the same streets as Paul the Apostle and having a Bible study in the same theater as the Silversmiths riot. Then, after a stop in the photogenic port of Mykonos, we'll head to Israel for 3 full days, where you can actually walk where Jesus walked. Our first place to visit is the Galilee area, where you'll see the breathtaking view of the Valley of Armageddon, the Mount of Beatitudes, Capernaum, and a boat ride and Bible study on the Sea of Galilee. You also have the option of being baptized or rebaptized in the Jordan River. Then we'll spend 2 days visiting Jerusalem and its numerous biblical sites in the heart of Israel. We'll walk the old city of Jerusalem, see the pools of Bethesda, the Temple Mount and its southern steps, the Wailing Wall, the Garden of Gethsemane, views of Bethlehem and the surrounding shepherd fields, have an incredible Bible study on the Mount of Olives with its spectacular views, and then top it off with communion at the spiritually impacting empty tomb. Then, as our ship makes its way back to Italy, we'll stop at Olympia on the western shore of Greece, where the first Olympics were held. During your cruise, you'll enjoy 5 relaxing days at sea scattered throughout the schedule to enjoy the many activities and theater offered on the ship, as well as various site preparatory lectures and optional Bible studies with hosts Woodrow Kroll, Gino Geraci, and Compass founder and executive director Bill Perkins. You even have the option of extending your trip for a few days for a taste of Italy, touring historic Florence with its famous Michelangelo's David sculpture, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and 2 nights in romantic and picturesque Venice with its spectacular waterways crisscrossing the island city. There is no cruise like the Bible Lands cruise. Rome, Malta, Athens, Corinth, Ephesus, Mykonos, Galilee, 2 days in Jerusalem, the at-sea Bible studies and ship activities, and the post-cruise option to visit Florence, Pisa, and Venice. Absolutely, the trip of a lifetime. Best of all, the all-inclusive price includes the 14-day cruise, a deluxe stateroom with balcony, air from New York City, 2 nights in Rome, 5 land tours in Rome and Israel, all Compass lectures, private tours, and transfers. And it's easy to hold your space so you can begin making travel plans. To reserve your stateroom, simply fill out the registration page in the Bible Lands Cruise brochure and send it in today. We hope you can join us. As anyone will tell you who's traveled with us over the last 20-plus years on any of our past Compass Holy Land trips, this is definitely the Bible Lands cruise of your dreams.